love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Yeah, here we go. The Rebuttal Entertainment. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. We doing our thing. Another day, another dollar. Who's up in here early today to get my wrath? Oh, we got Lorenzo up in the joint early. One of the best boxing podcasts in the land. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, champ. I appreciate you, Lorenzo. Oh, we got my man up in early today. And he gonna spend some time with a nigga today. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We got my man. We got the judge and the jury, the prosecutor of the Rebuttal Entertainment, Eric up in the house. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, come on in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're gotta talk about it. It's in the air. We gotta talk about it. Why these old school dudes hating on Errol Spence Jr.? Why every time they keep picking everybody, to beat Errol Spence Jr.? I mean, my favorite fighter of all time, Sugar Ray, keep picking him, but yet Sugar Ray keeps saying Errol Spence Jr. is his favorite fighter. He remind him of him, but yet he picks against him. I don't understand that shit. Did that make sense? That don't make sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. So Sugar Ray in here. Sugar Ray pick him. I mean, Tom will pick him. Tony is in the house. Yeah. So Sugar Ray pick him. Tony. Everybody pick him. Eric, Lorenzo. Why these old school dudes hating on Errol Spence, man? What he done did to these people? If a fighter remind me of me, I'm gonna pick him. If a fighter remind me of me, I'm going to pick him. You know what I mean? KJ, you know what I'm saying, champ? Hit the like button while y'all been here, man. It helps the channel grow. It really helps us. What up, fam? I'm hearing Keith and Boot agree to fight, but also he's suspended, so I don't know what's true. I got to woo side before I talk to you dudes, man. Stop listening to these other podcasters, man. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. They making up shit. Let me ask y'all something. If Keith Thurman was suspended, don't you think that should be all on Twitter? It'd be breaking news. These dudes ain't got nothing else to talk about, so they find this shit to pull up, man. You know what I mean? I don't even listen to these dudes. That's why I'm going hardly none of their shows. I only go 3 people's shows. That's it. And listen, I ain't did that in a minute. You know what I mean, KJ? Stop listening to what they saying, man. I'm telling you now. You know what I mean? If Keith Thurman was suspended, why was he suspended? For what? You know what I mean? Keith 90 days are up. After the fight, you get 90 days. Well, I think you get knockout. Man. If Keith Thurman was suspended, don't you think that stuff would be all over the news, all over boxing Twitter? Don't you think it'll be all over boxing Twitter, man? I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. Stop listening to them dudes, man. You be on these dudes too much. Them, man, leave them clickbait dudes alone. If you ain't heard it from nobody else, you ain't hear from Mike Carpenter or none of them guys on ESPN or some of these real journalists who get that. Now, that news is for anybody. They can get. You can believe it. So I'm saying it would be breaking news in the entire sports world. Yeah. So, that's what happened. Oh, we good today, look. My man Joseph up in the house, hit the like button, baby. Yeah, we always good, Joseph. And this just boxing chat. We just talk boxing, man. We agree to disagree. That's all. That's all. We agree to disagree, champ. That's all it is to it. You know, when I got that DC hat on, man, I turn to another guy sometimes, man. You know, because I hate all these false narratives these guys be spreading across YouTube, even though it's their platform and shit like that, man. You know what I mean? They be saying some real fake bullshit, just like KJ just said just now, man. Okay, what up, family? I'm hearing Keith and Boots agreed to fight. Why they ain't breaking news? Why I ain't heard nobody on Twitter mention that? I heard Keith Thurman is suspended. It ain't ever once clown ass motherfucker saying all that stupid shit. And if he is, why we ain't heard about it? I'm his favorite fighter. That's my favorite fighter. Why I ain't heard about it? You know what I mean? I ain't heard nobody on Twitter talk about it. You know what I mean? Nobody credible on YouTube talking about it. Why they ain't breaking news? See what I'm saying? Joseph, I just get tired of the nonsense of these dudes, man. I mean, the headlines on their Twitter, on their podcast, to say shit like that to catch your eye so you can go to their content and they can get the clicks. I mean, it is what it is. I can do that shit all day long, but I just choose not to do it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's why I tell y'all all the time, man. Google is your favorite friend. Google, you know what I mean, Joseph? So answer the question, man. Why these dudes, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I mean, Tonio Tarver, all these guys, Shane Mo, why they picking Terrence Crawford over Errol Spence? And this is the second time. And Sugar Ray said Errol Spence is like, remind him of him. But yeah, he still picked Terrence Crawford. I don't know, man. Something kind of fishy. We got to get to the bottom of it. You know, we the Rebuttal Entertainment going to get to the bottom of it. We got the prosecutor Erk up in early today, so we might have to take Sugar Ray and them to the rebuttal court. We have to take these dudes to the rebuttal court and see what's going on with them, man. Because the shit don't make no sense. Errol Spence Jr. did everything, you know, we wanted people asking him to do and wanted him to do. Beat everybody, and these dudes hating on this man, man. And you know, I have no horse in the race. I don't like Earl. I don't like Crawford. So I'm straight down the line. No bias over here, champ. All old guys are hating, just like the basketball players. Man, these dudes hating on that dude. What did he do? But for what? I mean, is it a good? Can somebody say why he hating on these guys? I think they like Terrence Crawford boxing style better than Errol Spence. As that, I agree. That's one of the things I do. I agree with that too, man. I think they like his boxing style. I think they like his aggressiveness and stuff like that, man. But Errol Spence got the what? He got the Hagler boxing style, don't he? So you mean tell me people don't like the Hagler boxing style, coming forward, throwing punches, breaking you down, knocking you out? So what the Hagler people at? They don't like the Hagler boxing style Errol Spence got? I got my tea. I don't know, man. The shit is crazy. You know, that young man ain't did nothing to none of these dudes, man. Some of these fighters are the same fighters. They are the same fighters that picked Mikey Garcia against Errol Spence Jr. So something there, that's what I'm saying. Something there it's just fishy. Something that's fishy. You know, it's just crazy, man. Maybe they're trying to trick Crawford into an ass whooping. Man, they got to be doing something. And I'm gonna tell you, I think Errol Spence is gonna really whoop Terrence Crawford and stop him. I don't know why I think that. I ain't got nothing, you know. I just think he's gonna stop the dude. I think it's gonna be a good fight up to the 5th and 6th round. Earl gonna start really digging in on him. You know what I mean? Especially when Crawford, you know, Crawford loves turning southpaw. They're really gonna tear him up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Crawford gonna try to hook off Earl jab. I told y'all how you beat Errol Spence Jr. You go watch all the times he was quote unquote maybe hurt or caught or stunned or something like that. He throwing that jab and the motherfucker came over top of it and hooked over the top. Crawford got them long arms. He can do it. That's the only way you're gonna stop him. You're gonna have to catch him when he's throwing them jabs. You got to catch him over top, hit him right in the temple. You know, if you don't do that, he come to get you. But I don't understand. And we're going to listen. We're going to break down some of these dudes and why they think Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence and why they picking Errol Spence. Some of the shit they saying just don't even make no sense. It just don't make no sense. So Antonio Tarver said, I like his aggressiveness, his mean streak. So who more aggressive and meaner than Errol Spence Jr.? I mean, really, who more aggressive and meaner than Errol Spence Jr.? And you know, I'm not an Errol Spence Jr. fan, but I give facts on here. We speak facts on the Rebuttal Entertainment. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. That shit crazy. Errol gonna definitely silence the critics. My man Sugar Ray picked Mikey Garcia to beat it. Is that what I'm saying? That's my man too, Lorenzo. And he picked Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna play it. He picked Terrence Crawford. I don't know what's going on with these dudes, man. I know T is good, but too much can be good for you, baby. So what you saying? What you saying, KJ? You don't like me drinking my tea, man? I lose my voice quick, man. So I need the tea to help me with my voice, man. You know what I mean, right, Eric? Eagle fly, eagle fly. Yeah. Hey, Eric. So why do you think so, man? Because I just don't. It's like Sugar Ray is contradicting itself. Yeah. Yeah, Errol Spence. He remind me of myself, man. He remind me of myself. But yeah, you picked Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence Jr. But yet he remind you of you. That shit don't make sense. That don't make sense. Antonio Tarver, he said, I like Crawford aggressiveness. I like the mean streak he got. So ain't that Errol Spence? Aggressive, mean streak trying to take your fucking head off. Ain't that Errol Spence? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm saying something that maybe I'm not saying the same thing they saying, champ. Maybe I'm not saying the same thing they saying, man. You know what I mean? Maybe I need some call-ins or some shit like that. I'm gonna start putting this shit up more. I know people want to come on the channel. You know, they got some hot. I'm gonna start putting the link in a lot more, man. You know what I mean? Get these people to come on in and call in and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I gotta hear from my folks, man. Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I could have sworn if I think a motherfucker fight like me, I'm gonna pick that dude. You know what I mean? Maybe these dudes, maybe they losing it. Maybe they losing it, and they just gonna, you know, pick who they think gonna win. Because after that shit they saying is crazy, man. Maybe mind game so Spence can bring the A game. So you think Bud do Spence like he did Porter? Basically, that's crazy. So you think me? Or you talking about them? So you think Bud do Spence like he did Porter? Did I say that? I know you ain't said I said it. I know you ain't hear that shit out my mouth. Roy Jones just don't like Spence. He been talking about Spence losing for years. Yep, Roy Jones, the same thing. He don't like him either. I don't understand. KJ, I don't have no horse in this race. I think Errol Spence Jr. buries Terrence Crawford. That's just my opinion. I think he's just too big, too strong. I don't think Crawford can take him out. I just don't. But I was saying the only way Crawford can to beat Errol Spence Jr., you gotta, when he throwing that jab, you know, when he throw that jab, you gotta counter him with the hook. The same thing Gervonta Tank Davis is going to do to Devin Haney. Y'all heard it here first. The same thing Tank Davis is going to do to Devin Haney. But Devin Haney out there pivoting, throwing that motherfucking left jab, you know Tank is southpaw, he's going to come right up over top of that motherfucker, put him to sleep, or hit him with a body shot, one or the other. You know what I mean? So that's what he's going to have to do. But it's going to be hard unless Crawford staying orthodox. But, you know, Crawford likes, you know, smooth, switching to southpaw. But if he's staying orthodox, catch Errol throwing that jab and hook over with them long-ass arms he got, he might have a fighting chance. But I doubt he got it. I think they saw Errol hanging with AB and drinking back before the crash, and they got their minds made up. They're going to judge him and keep picking against until they right. Yeah. But you just said Bud stops him in 6 rounds. When did I say that? say that, champ. I said after the 6th round, I think that's when Errol gonna put on pressure. Somebody go, they gotta go back and play the videotape. I would never pick, go back and look at none of my tapes. I would never pick Bud Crawford over Errol Spence Jr. Never, ever. See, that's your problem. Let me drink some more of my tea so I can get hype. Yeah, you hearing wrong. I said, now I think the fight is going to be competitive up to the 6th round. And then I said, I think Errol Spence is going to start picking it up and stop him. That's what I said. And if I did say Terrence Crawford, I apologize. I meant to say Errol Spence, but I'm quite sure I said, I'm quite sure I said Spence. Spence and Porter, 2 different fighters. Spence don't got Puff Daddy Kenny in his corner. He got a coach. And they way too much. Sean Porter come in with his head down, throwing wide punches, throwing elbows, trying to put pressure on Errol Spence got what I tell everybody to do. What I tell people, Tank got. You got to have, being a boxer, you got to have control aggression. Control aggression. And that's what he got. He got control aggression. So come up in here, hit the like button, man. Tell a friend, and let me know why these dudes are hating on Errol Spence Jr., man. I mean, come on, the good old folks, my favorite fighter ever, Sugar Ray Leonard, even hating on him, man. That hurt me to my heart. Come on, Sugar Ray, you can be better than that. Only thing I know is Crawford can't hurt Spence early. It's going to be a long night for Crawford. Oh man, but Butter pick Errol for the win, bro. I get that. I'm trying to tell KJ. I don't know what he's talking about, Sam. You know, I think it's going to be good, but it must be like, you know, Erk, you did come on something good though. I like what you said, man. I think they judging Errol Spence about his past. Outside of the ring bullshit he been getting himself into, the drinking and all that bullshit. And they know Crawford don't do that. And it remind them of them when, you know, stuff like that. But that's not, ain't no reason to hate a motherfucker because he's doing that. The better fighter. Who's the better fighter? Now, if they saying it because they think Crawford the better fighter, so be it. If they saying it because they think Terrence Crawford is the better fighter, so be it. You know what I mean? But I don't think they saying it because of that. My man James Tony talking about Spence not going to make it past 6 rounds. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Them niggas was getting high too. Yeah, they was. Better Sugar Ray, he was on coke. You know? So look, he was on coke. That's why he didn't want to fight Earn Pryor, because he know Earn Pryor was on that shit. Sugar Ray ducked Earn Pryor. My favorite fighter ducked Earn Pryor. Ain't too many motherfuckers want to fight Earn Pryor, man. Earn Pryor on play. Alexis Arguello, the only one had the heart. You see what happened to him twice. Man, boy, Earn Pryor wasn't playing, man. Earn Pryor wasn't playing. But let me see something, man. I'm telling you, man, the shit is crazy. The shit is crazy that these dudes is picking this man, and I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna share it with you, because I just don't think they been righteous towards this man. But then, like he said, when they see him outside the ring and stuff like that, they come up to him, talk to him, and you know what's going on, champ, and one picture with him, but yet they treat him like a little punk. They treat him like a little punk and shit like that, man. Now, watch this. Listen to this shit. You know what I mean? This video for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only.
Was also in the building, and most of the greats like Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Money Mayweather, James Lights Out Tony, Antonio Tarver, and even the legendary Iron Mike Tyson hit Crawford to beat Errol, the Truth Spence. And let me tell you, I think they just lit a fire under Spence, because his response was F them all, and not in those words. But I personally think it's a 50-50 fight. It could go either way. But with all those legends picking against him, y'all just put a chip on his shoulder. Y'all remember what happened when he sparred Mayweather and Floyd told him, "You are right for a little bitch." And Spence said, "What? Put that gear on and get back in that ring." And he gave Floyd that work until he earned his respect. I'm going to wrap this quick video up. I just had to chime in on that.
All of them. They asked all of them at the press conference. Every last one of them. They asked all of them at the press conference, who you think going to win? Floyd, Tarver. All one I think said Spence was Manuel Marquez. I mean, and the women, I think Layla Ali said Spence. I think she said that. I mean, Well, we like you said, we know why Floyd did, because Earl beat his ass in what's common. I don't think Earl likes, respect Floyd, but you know, Earl don't give Floyd his props like Floyd like motherfucking on his job. You know what I mean? He like the motherfucker praising him and on his job. And if you're not praising him and on his job, y'all, you know, he kind of started leaning towards the other way. He started kind of leaning towards the other way if you're not, you know, praising him. You know what I mean? But Earl don't do that to him. You know, Earl don't praise him. And then he block your eye. So that's why he picked him. That's exactly why he picked him, man. I mean, I don't understand these dudes, man. I just don't understand. My bad, rebuttal. And yeah, they still even bring up the car accident. So you might be right about them thinking about his past. Yeah, it gotta be, man. Why the fuck they gonna be like, I mean, what do they see that Terrence Crawford going to stop this? Maybe they see something I don't see. I'm telling you. And I don't watch a lot of motherfucking tape with these dudes. Maybe they see something I don't see, man. They hoping and wishing and praying Paulie pick Earl too. He tried to get some brothers back on his side. Paulie Molly. Yeah, come on up in here, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Tell me why these dudes hating on Earl Spence Jr., man. Bud was actually was there too on stage. They might have been phony too. Man, see, that's different. I don't give a fuck. If I'm not going to pick you, I'm going to tell you in your face on the video chat, I'm not picking you. You know, you'll see. Wait till I had Gary Russell in this motherfucker. You'll see. That's my guy too. But, you know, they got to respect your opinion, man. If they don't respect your opinion, it is, forget them. You know, these dudes, these bosses, man, they got the motherfucker. Like you got to pick them to win. You ain't got to pick them to win. You pick who you think is going to win the motherfucking fight. You know? Or you pick against me. Fuck you sucker ass nigga. You know what I mean? Niggas, get the fuck out of here if I put you in one of these boxes or something. You know what I mean? These boxes be killing me with that shit there, man. You know what I mean? You don't pick them because you know them, you know what I mean? Or you got them on your show or something like that. You know what I mean? Something wrong with you. That ain't how shit work. That's not how it work, man. It don't work like that. But you know, it is what it is. But no, they ought to be in man, we need to bullwhip them too, man. Because they tripping. But let's see what y'all boy Antonio Tarver got to say. Because I think Antonio Tarver be on shit, man. You know, because the shit he said just didn't make sense. He said he like the dog and Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got more dog than Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford got more dog in him than Earl Spence. That's what I need to know. maybe I'm looking differently. Maybe I'm saying something different. Let's see what Tony Tarver got. So this video for educational purposes only, man.
In a Crawford and Spence fight.
Crawford reminds me of me, bro.
See,
so
there you go.
I'm pretty sure you know how I feel about that. Ain't nobody else gonna say that, but I'm gonna say it. The way he approached that shit, he don't see none of them guys. He don't care nothing about none of them guys. He got that real dog in him. That's why I say he reminds me of me. You feel me? And I just think the man can do so much in the ring. I see what Charlo can do. I see what what's the other guy? Spence can do. I see what Spence can do. But Spence hasn't shown me that he can make a lot of adjustment. When I look at Spence style, I see the same thing. Aggressive, boxer. But I ain't never seen him boxing going back. I ain't never seen him use this counter punching ability.
All right, let's rebuttal. Let's rebuttal him. Let's rebuttal. Oh, my guy up in here. They was looking for you yesterday, man. Because they said you the only one can talk some sense into me from yesterday. Because I went nuclear yesterday, man. They said, where Boston Enthusiast is at so he can calm Lewis down. Oh, man. So here you go, y'all. Whoever asked for him, he here today, man. What's up, champ? Eric say, when Bud first came up, I had him winning with a slight edge, but Earl fighting all the guys he faced at 147 has prepared him for Bud. Nobody Bud fought prepared him for Spence, in my opinion. That's good. Exactly. Tarver talking about Earl does the same thing every fight. He just walks his man down, but Earl showed his boxing skills against Mike Goss. Exactly. I'm about to rebuttal this. You ain't got to worry about Lorenzo. Yeah, Boston Enthusiast. What's going on, champ? They been looking for you yesterday, man, because they say I was going nuclear. My man. My man Joseph asked me, was we friends today? Oh my God. He was out of control. All the damn hostility he displayed. They say Bossy Edie, the only one can calm me down, man. But man, let me tell you, man, Antonio Tarver is bullshit. I'm gonna call it now. Bullshit. Like Lorenzo just said, eloquently. He ain't show you he can box when he fought Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? He worrying about somebody doing all that shit. Did Marvin Hagler do all that shit he's saying? How did Marvin Hagler beat his people? You know, I mean, how did Marvin Hagler beat his fight? I ain't never seen Marvin Hagler backing up. That's the same style Errol Spence Jr. got, but he can box too. So Tarver's bullshit. Like he said, because he remind him of him. But remember when I said when I first came on, I like that. Because Tarver ain't bite his tongue. I'm picking Crawford because he remind me of me. So why the fuck Sugar Ray Leonard ain't picking Errol Spence Jr.? And he said the same thing. Man, I tell you, these dudes been boxing too long, man. I'm going to go and watch it when I get a minute. After this one, oh, man, I had the DC hat on. I had to go in on these dudes, man. They pissed me off boxing these.
I ain't never seen them block, make a motherfucker miss and make a motherfucker pay. It's levels to this. But these guys, I mean, you know, when you're looking at it through my eye, this is a different type of understanding of the game. You feel me? So I can critique those guys. I don't care who they is. I can critique their ass.
Do you think it'll be a stoppage?
I don't know. I'm just telling you, I believe Crawford has ability to do more things in the ring. I've seen him do more.
All right. Let's say Crawford got the ability to do more things in the ring than Errol. But will he have the time to do it? Will Errol allow him the time to adjust? You know what I mean? Will he allow him time to adjust? You see what I'm saying? These dudes full of it, man. He mind you of you. So that's why at least you straightforward. You know, I just want to know why these old school dudes is hating on Errol Spence. And you know, I have no horse in the race. I don't like Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. So it doesn't even matter, champ. So I just want to know what's going on. You know, because these dudes, man, it's just crazy, man. Oh, we got the big dog in the house. Say salute to Lou in the chat. Yeah, the big dog was up in the joint today, baby. I'm calm today, champ. You know what I mean? Full moon yesterday. I missed most of it, though. Y'all better stop, man. I wasn't that bad, man. I mean, Tarver is telling the truth, though, you know, about certain things, man. You know, Crawford do more things in the ring, but will Terrence Crawford have the time to do these things in the ring? Would he have time to make the adjustments? Will Errol Spence allow him, you know, soon he turns southpaw, get on his ass, make him fight every fucking second? But what I always preach when I say this, when I first started the podcast a year ago, what I always preach, control aggression. That's how Errol Spence, that's what he do. Control aggression. And that's what I tell everybody. I tell the young boss when we interview these dudes, have control aggression. Because you're out of control. You just throwing punches, you get caught. Errol got controlled aggression. That's how he fight. So Antonio Tarver like him because he boxed like him. You know what I mean? But that don't mean. But let's say Antonio Tarver fighting, and he fighting Marvin Hagler. Do you think he gonna be doing all that shit? I mean, these dudes, man, I tell you, man, this shit crazy, man. It's just crazy. I came in near the end. I had to say, calm down, Lou. You know they hate the Charlotte. Yeah, they hate them off. They hate them. It is what it is, man. Bud has got more tools in his tool bag. Yeah, he do. I totally agree. But will he be allowed to use them? That's what I'm saying. These legends hating hard. Bud in their circle. Spence ain't. Exactly. But I like Spence's response. The way you supposed to respond. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Exactly. Fuck all of them. You want to go with it? You want to go with the bud? Okay, go with the bud. But I'm going to prove you wrong. You know what I mean? You want to go with bud, but I'm going to prove you wrong, man. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, man. Ask Ugas if his eye paid when he fought Errol. Exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, okay. My baby up in here. She in here. I'm all right today, baby. I'm all right today, Monica. Salute for Butt Entertainment. Hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button, man. A lot of these older retired guys come across a little jealous. Exactly. Because he don't pay them the respect like they do. But like I said again, when Tarver said, I like Terrence Crawford because he remind me of me. Okay, fine. And Sugar Ray say, I like Errol Spence. He remind me of me. So he still pick Terrence Crawford. Man, these dudes, man, I'm telling you, man. Our jury paid, Bundu paid, Mikey paid, Danny paid, Lamont paid too. Porter paid too. Exactly, man. I mean, I understand the hate, man. I just don't understand the hate, man. I think Terrence Crawford best chance early in the fight, but if it goes past 6 rounds, it's all Errol. Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly, man. He got to. I'm telling you though, the key for Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence, I told y'all before, that southpaw, when he like fight, he shouldn't turn southpaw. He should stay orthodox. Because go watch Errol Spence tape like I did. Every time he got hurt, wobbled, or stunned is when he throwing that jab and somebody came over the top of him. They came over top of that jab and wobbled his ass. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I hate to bring this up, and that's what I'm looking at, and I keep telling. When I ask y'all, what counter these jabs? What y'all need to counter these jabs? Especially when a southpaw fighting the orthodox, you jab it. You know what I mean? You go over the top of the jab. Devontae Davis and Devin Haney. I'm just telling you how it is, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. We want to know about dudes like this dude right here, Tony Tarver, hating on Errol Spence Jr. Let's listen.
4 things in the ring. I've seen him fight ambidextrous. I've seen him knock motherfuckers out with both hands. I've seen him fight. I've seen him box. I've seen him counterpunch. I've seen him do a lot of things in the ring. When I see Errol Spence fights, I don't see a lot of that. I see a lot of the same thing, the same approach, the way he knocked my boy out in England. Same thing, aggressive, body problem, same way he fighting, bro. And when you fight a guy like Bud Crawford, you're going to have a lot of different things.
Well, I agree. I disagree. I'm agree and disagree. I have no horse in the race. He telling the truth, and then he not telling the truth. Because Jose Benavidez went 12 rounds and they ain't have a lot of things in the race. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people ain't have a lot of horses in the race, and they went along, the distance with him. Mean Machine knocked him down. You know what I mean? So, I can agree to disagree with what he's saying. You know what I mean? But then what really gets me when he said, I love Terrence Crawford aggressiveness. Yes, Terrence Crawford is aggressive. Yes. But who more aggressive than Errol Spence Jr.? Who more aggressive than Errol Spence Jr.? Hey, Big Dog, what I tell you, man? Don't be hey baby and Monica, man. I ain't gonna tell you again, champ. I ain't gonna tell you again. Don't be saying hey baby and put those sexy eyes on my baby, man. I ain't gonna say it again, champ. Yeah, Are we gonna act like Bud, not chinny and small? That's what he's saying. I guess when you're a fighter and you pick somebody like you're not going to downgrade him. So he's saying Terrence Crawford fights like him, he's not going to downgrade him. He's just going to keep, polishing him and waxing his, his things and all that stuff, man. I just don't understand. He act like he never seen Errol Spence fight Mikey Garcia or Carol Brook, because he wasn't coming forward all the time against Carol Brook. Carol Brook would put his ass on the back feet sometimes too. Go watch the tape. Carl Brook had his ass on the back leg. Salute Boston Enthusiast. I miss you, Justin. That's who asked about Boston Enthusiast. He said Boston Enthusiast, the only person can calm me down. Kel paid literally with his eye too. Yes, he did. So what Bud gonna pay for? And I hate to say, you know what? I ain't gonna put it up there, man. I ain't even gonna put it up. I ain't gonna put it up. Go to be back. Bud keys to victory. Okay, Lord, I love you. Last but not least, Dante. Oh my God, y'all crazy. Bud like a basketball player that do a lot of unnecessary dribbling and shit like that. Bud style more flashy. Yeah. Joseph, salute, man. Joseph, your wife good, man. Your wife good, ain't we, man? Yeah. Salute, Monica. What's good? Sugar time, Lou. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so come on in, man. We got to talk about it, man. I want to know why these dudes hating on Errol Spence. Do you got any reason? Hit the like button. Do y'all got any reason, man, why y'all think they hating on Errol Spence Jr., man? Because some of these dudes just saying some stupid ass shit like Tava just said, man. I like Terrence Carter because he's aggressive. What the fuck is Errol Spence if he ain't aggressive? You know what I mean? If he ain't aggressive, what is he? Bud fight all his fights the same since he's been at 147. That wasn't a knockdown. That was a slip for the Bud fans out there. Man, Mean Machine knocked his ass down. My brother, look, what's up, son of God? What's going on, champ? Salute, Miss Tony, everybody. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Let's listen to the rest of what Tava got to say, man, because some of this shit just don't make sense.
To your game.
Got you.
That's all I feel. That's how I feel. That's my take.
There you go. That's his take. That's his take. He gonna stand by it. That's his take. He gonna stand by it, man. So Tava, Ray Leonard, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, all these guys picked Terrence Crawford over Errol Spence Jr. Is there agenda? Do they have agenda, or that's just how they feel? That's what they think. You know, is it agenda, or that just, hey, it is what it is, man. They think they can beat him. They think he can beat him. I think it's an agenda. I think they really don't like Errol Spence Jr. You know what I mean? Because I keep telling you, Errol Spence Jr. style is like Marvin Hagler, and ain't nobody like Marvin Hagler either. So that's how I feel about it. He walk you down, wear you out, body you to death, and knock you out. And if you want to box, he can do that too, as Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? But he is vulnerable. He's not indestructible. He could be. He not indestructible. Errol Spence Jr. can be beat now. You know what I mean? I just told you how. Go look at his last 3 tapes when he got hurt. Sean Porter even tapped him. You know what I mean? When he throwing that jab, you come over top of the jab. Terrence Crawford got them long ass arms. He counter Errol. We're gonna see if Errol can take them punches. If Errol can't take them punches, there's gonna be some trouble. If Errol can't take them punches, hey, Errol Spence gonna be in trouble if he can't take them punches, champ. You know what I mean? Who was that you just played, Lewis? Antonio Tava. Body work gonna hurt Bud bad. Ain't never seen a skinny dude pull his shorts up to his chest like. See, I'm laughing today. Yesterday, I ain't laughed one time. I blame all of you motherfuckers in this comment section. I didn't laugh one time, man. Y'all had me pissed yesterday. I'm laughing today, though. I'm laughing today. That's funny, though. Salute, Lou. Oh, my God, Shamar, what's going on, champ? Yeah, let me let all y'all know. I'm going to let all y'all know now. We're trying to get the lovely, we're trying to get the wonderful, the growed up on the show. So hopefully we can get on here. You know what I mean? All the hate is just motivates for Earl. Yeah, you see him jogging on big ass long hills. I like, God damn. That was a steep hill he was running. Earl gonna try to kill poor Terrence. Lou, I lost my Tony to them shallow boys. Them shallow boys. I don't blame you, Miss Tony. Follow the money, baby. That's so funny. Oh my God. Well, you know, Son of God, the Shallow boys, you know, they got that money. They some good looking brothers, man, you know. Oh, y'all, Son of God, funny. He said, Earl Spence fans will get to you sometime. They be on bullshit too, talking crazy. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they really do. Son of God, crazy, Eddie Monica. They really do, man. I mean, I don't. She say, "Oh, Brian, there is room for you in my world, baby." Yeah, so, man, so, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Son of God, is Andre Ward your favorite boxer? Now, Andre Ward didn't say no, but he liked Terrence, but he didn't say who he was picking. I guess because he might be calling the fight or something like that, you know. So Andre Ward didn't say who, but I don't understand. If Andre Ward calling the fight or whatever it is, no, I don't think he called that fight because that fight was on Showtime. It's gonna be on Showtime. I don't think he called that one. Why he can't call out the daggone fight? Tim Bradley call it out all the time. Tim Bradley always picking the motherfucker. You know what I mean? He can't. I can't compare. Tim Bradley always picking the dude, man. Always picking another guy over somebody. And look, y'all. Let me play this. My final thing. My final fact. Here goes my final fact right here, man. And this one hurt me to my heart. This one right here really hurt me to my heart because this is my favorite fighter ever. My favorite fighter ever. My favorite fighter ever, Sugar Ray Leonard. I think he might got old timers or something, man. Because first he picked Mikey Garcia. Now he picking Terrence Crawford. But yeah, he say Earl Spence remind me of me. So that means you ain't shit. I mean, if you picking other people against you, do that mean you ain't shit? Ward never do. He told Bradley on Max show, Spence hard to beat. Oh, okay. See, I don't even watch Max Kellerman's show. Even though I like Max Kellerman, I ain't been watching it lately. But let's see what Sugar Ray, let's see what they talking about. Sugar Ray Leonard said. Now listen to this bullshit, man. Listen to this bullshit.
Sugar Ray Leonard was out and about, and he got asked a question. Salute to KO Sports for the question. And he got asked what fight do he want to see and who edges this particular fight. And we already know what fight that's going to be. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me that HBO special. That's to help a brother out special. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. A boxing legend, Sugar Ray Leonard, was out and about, got asked the question, what fight he want to see. We already know it's going to be Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. The interview guy asked who wins that fight, who edges that fight. He said Crawford.
Thank you.
All right. Now, there was a lot going on, right? Sugar Ray still seemed like a superstar. There's a lot of people around him. There's all kinds of cameras and people trying to talk to him and all this. So he said Crawford, but then he said the best man, right? Because he thought, even at his advanced age, now he still got a sharp, quick mind. He said, you know what? Nah, because last time I went against Spence.
See? And that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't even said it to begin with. He shouldn't have said it to begin with. You know what I mean? Bud got the reach over Spence, but I don't know if that's his game plan. The whole fight, he getting stopped. It's going to be, like I said before, man, I think this fight is going to dictate how the first 5 and 6 rounds go, man. How Terrence Crawford do against Errol Spence pressure. What adjustment do Terrence Crawford make, in the ring, you know what I mean, to counter Errol Spence aggressiveness, you know what I mean? So it's going to be Terrence Crawford making aggressive. Is he going to make the right adjustments? To counter Errol Spence. Errol Spence might just say, fuck that. I'll box him too, just to show y'all I can box him. But the way they talking, he going in there to knock this dude the fuck out. He going in there to kill Terrence Crawford, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Roy Jones talking about Earl fight with Mikey Garcia don't count because he was too small. Well, whoever thought Mikey Garcia was going to be Errol Spence Jr. was just, they was on some coke, boat, choke, and every motherfucking thing else, man. How can you think that? Come on, man. Everybody knew that shit. I see something. You ain't see a motherfucking thing but a payday. That's all Mikey Garcia saw.
I got a lot of heat for it, right? Errol Spence Jr. was a fan of mine. He felt some type of way about me going against Mikey. And any other fight that was asked who would win between Spence and that particular guy, he tended to go against Errol Spence Jr. And the fight against Terrence Crawford, he's still going against Errol Spence Jr.
Exactly.
So, yeah. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard had to say in regards to his quick first thoughts, right? It was quick. It was kind of quick. There was a lot going on. He didn't have a chance to really think about it, but the first thing came to his mind was Crawford, right? And you see guys like James Toney, Roy Jones, they tend to favor Terrence Bud Crawford. Antonio Tarver, all these guys tend to favor Terrence Bud Crawford. And for obvious reasons, right? Yeah, he may be the quote-unquote smaller guy going into that fight, but Terrence Crawford has a lot of intangibles. He has a lot of, he's a very dynamic fighter, okay? He's very dynamic. Errol Spence Jr. is a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more textbook, but he does bring a lot that you're going to have to be prepared for and you're going to have to deal with. And there's no walk in the park by any means.
Exactly. So how many fighters in this world, y'all, brought a lot of intangibles to these fights and got their ass whooped? How many fighters? How many fighters in this world brought a lot of intangibles in here and got their ass whooped, man? I don't understand. I think Bud is going to be one step ahead the whole fight and stop Earl in the later round. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down too. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down that you said that. Mikey, Danny, Bud all came from the same place. 135. Laugh out loud. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But if you break this fight down, I don't see how Boston Thule get Terrence Crawford going to stop Errol Spence in the later round. I just don't see it happen. I think he whammed down. I think Earl put so much pressure on him, he don't give Terrence Crawford a chance to adjust, and he break him down. You know what I mean? Body shot, getting them against the rope. He better stay up them ropes. He better stay up the rope. And the key is going to be, is Terrence Crawford going to be able to hurt Errol Spence Jr.? Is he going to be able to hurt him? So why the greats picking my Bud? I don't know, Monica. They picking your Bud. While Earl was out partying and crashing his Ferrari, Bud was in Nebraska in the cold training like a soldier. That shit don't mean nothing. Come on, Bossy. You better than that. Stop the bullshit. You know damn well that don't mean nothing, man. You know what I mean? Man, how about, man, y'all can use to smoke cigarettes before the fight in the weigh-in. He still come out and whoop people ass. So, and drink alcohol. Carlo, so what's the difference? You know what I mean? You know damn well that don't mean nothing, man. Boxing is a sport where all these 1% add up. Yeah, we're going to see how it add up. Yes, boxing enthusiasts. Yes. You know what I mean? See, you got to have an open mind, y'all. Just because you're a fan of the boxing, you still got to have an open mind. You know, it's not going to go as easy as what people think it's going to go. I think to me, it's a 60-40 Errol Spence. It's not a 50-50. I lean towards the bigger man who's really skillful. You know what I mean? Got pop, know how to break it down. Who got the better defense? That's enough thing. Who want to have a better defense? Who got the dog? Both of them got the dog. You know what I mean? Who's chinny? Only one of them might be chinny, though. You know, only one of them might be chinny. I ain't saying no names. I just said one of them. You know what I mean? So one of them might be chinny. Who throw wide shot? Who more fundamentally sound? See, y'all listen to all that bullshit, but you got to break it down. I just broke it down. Who jaw is like this? See, that gonna come into play too. A lot of stuff gonna come into play with this fight. But these guys, they picking Errol Spence. They picking Errol Spence. So you know that's why he say fuck all of them, and we're gonna see.
Right. So yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard gave his pick. He said Crawford real quick. So yeah, fans gonna be throwing a frenzy about it. You know, fans probably go try to throw shade at the great Sugar Ray. Right, they tried to throw shade at Roy Jones from taking his pick or for saying somebody's scared and you know things of that nature. But hey, you got to respect these guys.
Yeah, you got to respect it. You got to respect it. You got to respect it, and you know that's their word. Everybody had their opinion, but Monica, they picked them the same guys that picked Mikey Garcia. So I wouldn't be getting my hopes up too high. Them the same guys that picked Mikey Garcia over Errol Spence Jr., man. So I don't know about that one, Monica. No, let's see what they say. Man.
Thank you. No pictures with Sugar Ray.
You can hear it loud now.
Everybody, please. Let's go. We're going ready good. Let's go.
All right, I ain't got time, but here we go.
Canelo versus Bivol, sir. But what do you think about Canelo moving up to 75? Similar feat you try to do as well, right?
You know what? If he can do it, I know he can do it. He can do it.
Any of these fights coming up, you're really interested? Oh, Spence versus Crawford. Hopefully it happens.
I hope that happens for sure.
Sugar Ray just signed his
Who do you edge out with that one, Sugar Ray, with Spence and Crawford?
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
There you go.
They doing too much talking. I can't hear, but he said Crawford, then he changed his mind. You know what I mean? To these old folks, man, Monica said, leave Boston through this long. I ain't said nothing to him, Monica. Boston, he always going for the little guy, moving up. Stop the cap. Yeah, he capping KJ. He know he capping. But he just be doing that shit. You know, everybody know he's capping, man. Everybody tripping off there. You're about to get jumped. I could watch Bud all day. He's an artist in the square circle. Yeah, he don't beat me. Hey, he did his job. Everybody who came in front of him, he put him down like he's supposed to. No, oh shit, a bottle look out. Oh man, who breaking bottles? You know what I mean? That's Bud Chin. Sorry, Spence is really a better boxer than Crawford. Southpaw advantage won't be there in this fight. Bud is the best American boxer on earth currently. Like my now, see, he trolling now, so I ain't even gonna read that. He playing now. But now let me say this, man. I'm telling y'all again. The key to this is after the first, fifth, or sixth round, how Terrence Crawford gonna look? How Terrence Crawford gonna look after the first, sixth round? Is his eye gonna be almost shut like Kell Brook did with that damn jab? You know what I mean? Is his eye gonna be almost shut like Kell Brook did when Kell Brook was jabbing that eye before Terrence Crawford quarter? You know, he fighting the guy who got a hell of a jab, bigger, stronger, better, you know what I mean, than him. So it's gonna be tail of the tape. It's gonna be tail of the tape, man. But I just don't understand. Roy Jones said the same thing. Well, Crawford can change this way. He can change that way. He can do this. You know what I mean? Then they say Errol will. I mean, why they keep saying Errol Spence ain't got no dog in him and all he been doing is dogging people? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. Bud Chin is not thin. What did you talk about, Monica? Bud do have a glass chin. Bud do not have a glass chin. Like Ugas. There you go. Like Ugas. I mean, you mean these dudes are perfect for each other. Perfect for each other, man. It's going to be like Ray Hagler, but Ray got popped and Ray can take a punch. Errol Spence coming on, he's throwing that jab, he's trying to break you down. You got to counter that jab and come over top of that motherfucker to have any kind of advantage on Errol Spence Jr. And you got to be able to take them punches. You know? Will Terrence Crawford pop hurt Errol Spence Jr.? We'll see. You know, we'll see. Because one time Sean Porter quarter. You know, anybody can get quarter around here. But you see how Sugar Ray Leonard changed the tone. He said Terrence Crawford. Then, oh, no, I picked Terrence. But I just don't understand, man. Y'all got to tell me, man. Like Antonio Tarver just said, I picked Terrence Crawford. I picked Terrence Crawford because he remind me of me. Sugar Ray say, Errol Spence remind me of me. But yeah, he picked Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford. So is that hate? Roy Jones picked Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Is it because the way Terrence Crawford fight that they like? You know what I mean? Andre Ward said, nah, y'all hold your horses. You know, he said Spence. You know, but I just don't understand with these old school dudes fighters. you know what I mean, see that we don't see. I mean, is this the same Terrence Crawford that got the glass jaw? My fault. I said I was gonna be neutral. I'm sorry. I said I was gonna be neutral. Let me. Oh man. Mike Tyson even said Terrence Crawford, man. But you know what? Though none of that shit mean nothing because ain't none of them going to. Let me shut up. The Crawford lovers in the house. Man, oh yeah, Mr. Man up in here today. Bob Bill different, real bad motherfucker. No, Bud go to best speech. Okay. Mike Tyson quoted. Yeah, Mike Tyson been saying the craziest shit ever. He ain't been wrong and he ain't been right in 10 years, Monica. See, you better stop mentioning people who picking your favorite fighter because the picks that they've been picking have been wrong. Just stick with you picking your bud. Mike Tyson picked E. Spence and Terrence Crawford. The reason why I say Crawford is when you look at the guys, they both fought Porter. I know, I heard this shit. He said he stopped Porter. He stopped the Porter that ain't nobody even Porter. That wasn't even Sean Porter. That was Sean Porter 3.0. That's how you piss them. That's how you piss the Bud fans off. There you go. Hey, yeah. Errol fight like Holyfield. So of course Mike will pick Bud. Mike got on that weed for a reason, man. He on that weed for a reason. But maybe they right. Maybe they right. You know what I mean? But if you go ask the newer generation, them dudes not picking Terrence Crawford. Most of them picking Errol Spence Jr. So why is the newer generation picking Errol and the older generation picking Terrence Crawford? It's just crazy, man. I mean, I don't know. We got to get into these details, man. We really got to get into these details because Sugar Ray got an agenda. Tarver already told you his agenda. You know what I mean? We already know it was the bald head guy. Tim Bradley agenda. You know, we already know their agenda. But like I said, they professional boxers. They've been boxing. Most of them are Hall of Famers. You know, and I think they picking the guy with the best style. That's what I'm gonna say. They picking the guy with the style that they like, and that's the boxer puncher. The poster. Well, I'm just gonna say boxer because I don't, you know, until it. Let me stop. I'm just gonna say they picking the boxer, and that's what it is. And if it's something to it, maybe we'll find out in the long run. You know, because Sugar Ray done changed his mind 5 damn times already since we done started. You know, he done changed his mind already. Bud beats them quicker and faster than Spence. Okay. I'm not old. To be honest, some people just not sure, so they just pick one. Okay. Shakur tight with Bud, and he dance around. Who going to win between Spence and Bud? Oh, man. You know, Shakur, you know who he picking, though. You know who he picking. But if they fight, when they fight, we're going to see. We're going to see. And then we're going to see if Errol Spence win, what the old school fighters going to have, what they going to say then? Oh, I was wrong again. I was wrong again. Because these are the same dudes picked little ass Mikey Garcia over Errol Spence Jr. So I'm trying to keep it neutral. I'm trying to keep it straight down the middle. But I gotta say, these are some of the same dudes that picked Mikey Garcia. He was too skillful for Errol Spence Jr. I mean, if some of these dudes been fighting too long, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they've been fighting too long. Bradley said today, Haney beat, I saw that shit. Haney beat Tank, Loma, and I bet the podcast that love Bradley now. Oh, God, you know they do. You know they do. Oh, I see color. Drop the explosions, baby. My God, you know, the euro, the $2 euro, put your on Terrence Crawford. I ain't putting shit on Terrence Crawford. Oh, drop the explosion. Thanks, Boxing E. You know what I mean, for the euros, baby. That's going to Errol Spence Jr. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling about this fight. And I'm just gonna be real. No, this is me. After the sixth round, I'm gonna look and see how that fight gonna go. But I think after the sixth round, Errol Spence Jr. gonna start wearing them down. You know what I mean? We all know Terrence Crawford got that dog in him. He got that dog in him. Errol pop him. Terrence gonna try to pop him back, and that might be his demise right there. Trying to get that get back, and that's what they call it. Get that get back. You know, see, Antonio Tarver ain't say that kind of shit. He just said, "Oh, Terrence slipped this. He remind me of me. He slipped that. He do this. He do that." You know what I mean? He trying to get that. He got to get that get back. He's not gonna let you get the last thing. He's not gonna let you get the last hit. And sometimes that shit can go against you, man. You know, like I said, you can beat Errol Spence, not unbeatable. You can bleed that shit. You know what I mean? Because without that knockdown, Sean Porter might have won that fight. He was losing against Cal Brook. You know what I mean? He was losing till he started coming on later rounds. So he can be beat. Could Terrence Crawford beat him? He possibly can. He possibly can, but I don't know. Maybe the old school fighters, they see Shane Mosley. You know, maybe he sees something we don't see. Maybe he sees something we don't see, man. I mean, I don't watch their fights. I don't watch them. Bo, what's going on, champ? It's going to be a hell of a fight, though, as Floyd would say. But it's a hell of a fight, as is Errol. Yep. I think this fight could be Hagler versus Hearn because of their style. Nah, I want to know why it ain't going to be like that? Terrence Crawford not going to go in there and start banging right off the bat. He's too smart for that shit. That ain't happening. He's not going to go in there and just throw punches round for round, blow by blow. Knowing that he got a glass chin, shit, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. He gonna do what he got to do, but that ain't happening, you know? Terrence Crawford, he going to go in there, fight off a dot, turn southpaw, throw no wild hook and trying to catch Errol, throwing that jab or throwing that pound and trying to count him over the top. That's the only way I can see him clipping Errol. If he clip Errol, catch him real good. Other than that, it ain't going to be good. I'm telling you that. It's not going to be good. Terrence Crawford hasn't even fought a guy on with the type of level that Errol Spence is, but Sean Porter. And that Sean Porter had 5 feet out the door. So like I said, we're going to put him on injured reserve. We're going to put an asterisk for 5. We're going to put an asterisk beside the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter fight. We got to put an asterisk beside it, man. You know what I mean? We got to put an asterisk. That Sean Porter was out the door, man. But he can do it. If anybody can do it, Bud Crawford can do it, man. He can do it. Monica say, if I'm Bud, when he beats Spence, Bud should immediately call Charlo out and make fight that down. So he called the shots, huh? He could just call the motherfucker Monica and say, let's fight, huh? Huh? He could just call Charlo and say, come on, let's fight, huh? And it's going to happen just like that, huh? He ain't got that much power. Leonard versus Hagler. Yeah, that's what I said. Exactly. That's what it's going to be. Bud style more like Tommy than Sugar Ray. If you really watch him, here's a boxer puncher and use his reach. Yeah, I said that earlier. But I took the puncher away from him because he's been punching bags. You know what I mean? He been punching bags. But y'all heard it here first. Breaking news. Errol Spence beat Terrence Crawford. Not letting him adjust. Stalking him, not letting him adjust. Not letting him stay in the ring. That's how you beat Terrence Crawford. You can't let him adjust. You can't give him so much time to think in the ring. You got to be on his ass for 3 rounds or 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You got to be on his ass. You got to make that dude fight every single round. That's why Errol Spence jogging up them 5-mile hills. Man, them hills steeper than a motherfucker. I mean, while Terrence Crawford, look, it's like Rocky and Mr. T. Terrence Crawford going to the boxing Hall of Fame. Errol Spence training, like Rocky, Mr. T. The first fight. That's how it is to me. Crawford going, he at the Hall of Fame, shaking their heads and stuff like that. Errol Earl Spence running heels and shit like that, ready like Mr. T. Oh man, I say Earl more like Sugar Ray, but a ferocious finisher like Hagler. Okay, that a collection, Earl. But nothing like that. The likes of Sweet Pea, Floyd, or Sugar Ray. He a puncher that gets hit a lot, and that's another thing I said. The key is going to be defense. So this, y'all came in late. Y'all ain't see me playing the video of Antonio Tarver doing all the shoulder rolls. He said, Bud do all this, the shoulder rolls and the Idaho potatoes and Nebraska cornfield rolls. And he said he do all that shit. He said Terrence Crawford, man, Terrence Crawford don't do none of that shit. What the fuck Antonio Tarver looking at? What are you looking at, man? I mean, man, I can't wait because somebody gonna have some real apology. If it's about money, it's gonna be about money. If it's not about money, they need to get it over with. You know what I mean? Because I just don't understand, man. I just want to know why these old school motherfuckers is hating on that man. That man ain't did nothing to none of them, man. You know what I mean? But you know, I guess they'll see. We'll see if it happens, if they right. We'll see if they have. But I'm telling y'all, that jab, that's where I'm drawing the key. Kell Brook jab almost closed Terrence Crawford eye. Let me say that again. Kell Brook jab. 4 rounds. Kell Brook jab almost closed Terrence Crawford eye in 4 rounds, man. In 4 rounds. I mean, in 4 rounds, man, he almost closed that eye, man. Oh, man. So, what y'all think Errol Spence Jr. What do you think Errol Spence Jr. Jab gonna do, man? Crawford gonna have to get in this respect, though. See, that's one thing I like about Bud Crawford. He ain't gonna just let you hit you. He coming back with some shit. You know what I mean? He gonna earn his motherfucking respect. He ain't playing with none of them. He gonna earn his respect. And Earl better watch out. It might be another man down. You never know. You never know, man. Bobo, I like Antonio Tarver, but I seen the man sweat like Michael Irvin while wearing a suit. Just say, oh, you know he on that sniffle. You can tell by his nose. You know what I mean? My man Tank got Earl all day. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. Oh, man. Jab and them body punches. Exactly. Now, let me show y'all something. Tail of the tape, baby. The tail of the tape. Now, this is the Kell Brook Terrence Crawford fight. It ain't last long. I don't even know what round it is. This is still the first round. Now, as we go on, watch the video for educational purposes only. Watch Terrence Crawford eye. He cannot fight Errol Spence like this, man. I mean, look at the jab. And we're talking about the right hand. See, he orthodox right now. He ain't switch up. But that's how it was. Let me move down some. I don't want to get, what the calm on it. With the third round, okay, let's look at the eye. Now he's southpaw. See, look at that eye. Almost closed. Look at it. Third round. Kell Brook was banging his eye. He cannot be like that fighting Errol Spence Jr. He better go do one of them old joints and put something on his skin. He cannot let his eye swell up like that in the third round or the game is over. He cannot let that eye swell up or the game is over. Now, let's watch the knockout. For everybody think I'm bullshit, let's watch the knockout. He's going to have to do it. See, there we go. He got caught. But let's see that eyeball. Let's see the eyeball. Look, that joint's swollen. He cannot see. I'm just making a point. Jab, Errol Spence jab. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Lorenzo Jackson say, my man Tank. Yeah, we read that. Yeah, Bantu say, Buzz stopped Kell with the jab. Bud is one of the best in the game at negating a good jab and coming back with the looping uppercut or hook. Yeah, he throw wild punches. And what do Errol Spence do best, boxing enthusiasts? What do Errol Spence do best? Straight shots down the pipe. He throws straight shots down the pipe. We all know Terrence Crawford throw looping hooks and uppercut. But if you can put $1,000 on who can take who punch, who would you put it on? I'm just saying, if you put $1,000 on, if both of them connect, who will be able to absorb the punch? But always start slow in the first round or two to download data and get his judgment of defense. Exactly. But did you hear what I said before I started? Do I gotta say it again? Errol Spence going to be on his ass from first. He cannot allow Terrence Crawford to download data. He got to be on his ass like he was on Ugar's ass, but more. He got to come forth. That's why he's running them hills. That's why he's doing 15, 17 rounds. I mean, 5, 6 minutes rounds. He's going to put so much pressure. Crawford's going to have to get him up off of him. This is just what I'm saying, my prediction. He's going to have to get him up off of him. He can't give Terrence Crawford a chance to breathe. You know what I mean? And like Bob Dude just say, collect data. Because if you collect data, you might be in trouble. You know? Boston E, you know how Bud take jabs away. Turn the southpaw, but don't work on Errol. He is a southpaw. Bud just as good as an orthodox. Yeah? He better watch that eye or he going to end up like Uga. Exactly. Now, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, y'all know Errol Spence don't swell up. I don't know what kind of skin that nigga got. He don't swell up. He must have been watching Steven Seagal movies and putting that shit on his face or Van Damme when they hitting the sand and shit and putting the piss on your face so it can get the skin hard. That's that shit Errol Spence got. That nigga don't swell up at all. Maybe 1-2 times when Sean Porter was fighting his ass. He swole up. But Terrence Crawford swelled up real quick, man. He cannot allow that. It can't happen against Errol Spence Jr. That's another thing I'm gonna take away on that fight. You know what I mean? Do not swell up Terrence Crawford. That's what I'm gonna say. He better watch that eye or he gonna end up like Ugas. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But he got a lot of tangibles, man. Crawford can fight. He got that dog. He got no hooks and them uppercuts. You know what I mean? He's not gonna just let you bang on him. And the good thing about this, Terrence Crawford is not scared of nobody. I said he ain't scared of nobody. So he gonna get in there and try to dictate his fight. That's what he gonna do. He gonna get in there and try to dictate his fight. He gonna get in there and try to dictate his fight, and that's what he gonna do. And hopefully, he'll be all right. But I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think? Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think if they fight or when the fight happens, do y'all think it goes? Do y'all think this fight goes the distance? That's what I need to know. Do you think this fight goes the distance? That's what I need to know. Do y'all think? I don't think so. I don't think this fight going the distance. What y'all think? Bobo, what you think? You think the fight going the distance? That dog gonna get Bud hurt. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. That's a lot of people say. A lot of people say, you better go watch Bud and Orthodox. He be getting beat up. That's why he starts slow fighting Orthodox. Okay. The dog going to get Bud hurt. I think the weight cut crash and eye injury will affect Errol in regards to taking shots and punishment. Bud don't need to cut as much weight. But then that's when we go about the defense, right, boxing enthusiasts? Who had better defense? Since when Errol Spence take punches, but he got hell of a defense. He got a hell of a defense. When do we get a fight announcement? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking about the legend, the old school people. You know, what the old school people think of the fight. I think the old school people, just leaning towards Terrence Crawford because they like the way he fight. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. They like the way Terrence Crawford fight, so they leaning towards him. When do we? So I don't know when we're gonna get it, but I heard it's 3/4 complete. So maybe let me see. I ain't even gonna guess, man. I know it'll probably be in this year. It'll probably be October, November when we probably get that fight, man. Errol going to beat Bud like he beat Ugas 8th round TKO. I'm going with the late round stoppage too. I'm going with like 10th round. I'm going with like 10th round TKO. I don't think he's going the distance, man. I just don't think he's going to. I think he's too big and too strong for Terrence Crawford. And once he wear Terrence Crawford down and past that 7th or 8th round, Crawford gonna be in trouble, man. Don't let that eye close. At 54, I give Errol more of a chance. Okay, Bob Stu, but you're going to put your money on him. You know how it is. Floyd said he's going to let us know. Floyd just want to be relevant on everything, man. This the first fight he said well, calm down. I will let you know. I will let Fight Hype know. Because Fight Hype tells the truth about everything. So I will let Fight Hype know. Don't believe the other channels. Fight Hype. But Fight Hype do tell the truth. I like Fight Hype. Fight Hype don't bullshit. They don't misconstrue your words and none of that shit. Fight Hype is a good channel, man. That's why they got over 1 million motherfucking subscribers. I was thinking about asking you the same question about the distance, but that's a hard one to answer. Really depends. Yeah, exactly. I don't. Like I said, I don't know, man. I'm going 9th, 10th round stoppage Earl Spence, man. Earl know how to cut the ring off. Terrence like moving. He know how to close the distance. You know what I mean? But Terrence know how to get in there, throw them little creepy little hook shots and stuff like that. But y'all talking about Earl's Terrence Crawford do start slow. He do. Because Sean Porter was wagging that ass to the 8th, 9th round. To the 8th round. So injured Sean Porter, confused Sean Porter, who brain wasn't even in the fight, was waxing that ass. So just imagine. So you got to put all this shit, together, man. When have you seen Earl Spence fatigue in a fight? That's what I'm saying. Spence had the highest work rate in the division. Exactly. And I just told you. He running them motherfucking hills. He running them hills. He's not playing. Like you said, when he said all these dudes, especially most of them Hall of Famers, picking Bud Crawford, he said, fuck all of them. And then he ran about 5 miles up the hill. You know what I mean? He went to run 5 miles up the hill. I'm like, damn. And man, I'm telling y'all, that hill was deep as shit, man. That hill was deep. I'm like, man. I hear that. He was running it too. He just getting ready. He just getting ready, man. And hey, man, I just can't wait. I hope they have you up make the fight, man, so we can, sit back, eat our popcorn, and analyze the fight, what I mean, and stuff like that, man. But I don't know what's going on about that shit, man. I don't know. We're going to see, man. So y'all think this fight is going the distance. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all think this fight is going the distance, man. It ain't going the distance. Somebody getting knocked. Hey, how they say about Tank and Rolly? I think most likely somebody get knocked out, it's going to be Terrence Crawford. I don't know. He might prove me wrong, man. I don't think Terrence Crawford can knock Errol Spence out, man. That's just me. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I just don't think he don't have enough to knock him out. Can he get him hurt? Yeah, I think he can hurt him. You know what I mean? But how bad can he hurt him? It's a lot we can talk about and shit like that, man, but we won't know. We won't know. Bobo, what you saying, Bobo? What you saying, man? He's like, when have you okay, I read that. And Errol Spence has proved to get stronger as the fight goes on. Yeah. They're very evenly matched. Can't wait for it. Think Bud just has a little more class and vulnerability. Okay, but do that win fights all the time? Do it win fights. Floyd needs to get out of the way. He's a jealous hating. Nah, man. Nah, you come to me. We will let you guys know. You know, I'm gonna send it to Fight Hype. Fight Hype knows everything. I give Fight Hype all my information because they don't misconstrue my words. You know, so when you want to know when Spence and Crawford gonna fight, I will let you know. I will let Fight Hype know. Oh man, I tell you, you gotta love Floyd, man. I think them body shots going to take them the steam off Buzz shots by round 6. Yeah, that's a round I'm giving him to see what he can show. If he can't show nothing, he might be donuts. Peace, Monica. How are you doing? Yeah. All that Sean wasn't training properly bullshit, just excuses. Nobody want to hear that. He was an active top 5 former champ who just came off and win. He didn't even want to fight that fight. I'm good. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right about that, Bosnia, but hey, the truth shall set you free, man. Big dog, whoa, Floyd going to tell us when. Calm down, brother. The fight won't go the distance. Oh, we got my guy. He come on here once a blue moon, but he's my guy. Jane Kennebrew up in here. All I know is I'm at the fight no matter where it's at. Hey, I know where it's going to be. And I will see you there, nigga, in lunch and dinner on you, motherfucker. Because I'll be there. It's going to be in Vegas. I will meet you there, champ. I know you're going to be there. I know you're going to be there. So, Gene, let me ask you if you're still here. Why you think these dudes hating on Errol Spence, man? The old school guys. Why you think all of them picking Terrence Crawford, man? Spence going up the hill like George Jefferson. He ready for that fight. Let's watch Spence. Look, hey, man, this hill steep as shit, y'all. Look at this hill, Shawty. Look at the hill. Look at the hill, Shawty. He can barely go up that motherfucker, man. Look at this. Man, I'll tell you, that's a steep motherfucker there, boy. He getting them legs ready for battle. He getting them legs ready for battle, Shawty. I'm telling you. Shout out to Boston Ego. Shout out to Boston Ego, man. Look, man. He getting them legs ready, champ. I don't know what kind of shorts he got on, but you know, it is what it is. You can do it, champ. Look, man, goddamn, man. I challenge any of y'all to make it all the way up that hill right now. Right now. Who think they can make it up that hill right now? I challenge any of you niggas. Boston Ego block them. I am the smartest man in Boston. I predicted this. Just imagine a scenario where it's the 10th round and Bud finds out he's down against Spence. He decides to press the issue against Spence. How does that go? It's gonna go. It ain't gonna go to the 10th. I don't think it's going that far. Bud runs hills like that for fun out in camp. Oh Lord, he playing devil's advocate because Spence don't talk like they want him. Well, Terrence Crawford don't talk either, Jane. Want him to talk. He calm, cool, and collected. That irritates these niggas, nerds. He's a superstar who let his hands do the talking. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. So who you got on that fight? Who you got? Why? Because I broke it down. I mean, everybody in here got some good opinions about it, man. You know, I like everybody's opinions in here. Bobo, the video was taken in Jamaica, I believe. I could have made it up the hill 8 years ago. Hey, me too, Bobo. I could have made it about 8. Nah, I'm going to say about 10, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? That hill was steeper than the motherfucker. I would have made it up there, man. You know, give me about 6 months. I'll make it up that motherfucker. Of all the bones start cracking and all that shit. Even in the gym, the bones be cracking. I'm like, oh God, nigga getting old. You know what I mean? But that gonna be hell of a fun, man. That gonna be hell of a fun. I'm betting the draw for 100. Not picking a winner. For real? Ah, damn. Okay. All right. I feel you, champ. You know, you betting the draw. Nah, it ain't gonna be no draw. Either gonna be a man down or gonna be a unanimous decision. That's how, or a split decision. It ain't gonna be no draw. That fight can't be a draw. It can't be a draw. I'm telling you, one, they not even gonna allow it to be a draw. That's how I feel. That's if they feel. Oh, a trilogy? Nah, man. You know, Errol might, and you know, I ain't got no horse in this race. No horse in the race. But, you know, sometimes them body shots hurt you, man. Them body shots wear you down. And you see how quick, that's just my assessment, man. When Crawford fought the drain Kell Brook, and it was the 4th round and Crawford out like this. And motherfuckers almost closed in the 4th round because of Kell Brook jab. That cannot happen in the Errol Spence fight. He cannot. He got to have all his faculties, like Mayweather say. He got to have all his faculties, all his eyes working and everything. Because if anything starts to close, it's going to be a short night for Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? It's going to be a short night for Terence Crawford. Now, why can't we say that about Spence? So, do y'all think Terence Crawford can stop Errol Spence? You think he can knock him out? When ain't nobody knocked him down, but one guy really had him hurt a long time ago. You know what I mean? We seen Terence Crawford get hurt about two, three times. You know what I mean? We seen him get hurt 2-3 times. But I ain't really seen Errol Spence get hurt. And we all know between who might can take the punches, you know, we think Errol Spence got a pretty good jaw. This Terence Crawford. Oh man, Errol is the one who should be worried about his eye not working or closed. Well, it was working against Ugas, Boston Enthusiast, and Ugas was hitting him. What's the difference? Spence was bruised to win. He fought Brooks too. His face wasn't that pretty. It wasn't, but it wasn't closed either. And that was a good Kell Brook, Monica. I think Bud got to hurt him early because Spence going to pound his body. That power not going to be dead late. You know what this going to be? Errol Spence going to pull a Canelo, not the Canelo that fought Bivol, the Canelo that been fighting them dudes and hitting them every motherfucking way, their arm, their shoulders, their neck, their stomach, their back. He going to be hitting them all them places. That is what I think Errol Spence going to attempt. He going to make Crawford's arm so hurt, he ain't even going to want to throw them punches. And you know, Errol averaged like 80, 90 punches around. 80, 90 punches around. I keep telling you, the dictate, listen to what I'm telling you guys. He got to, I ain't going to say gonna, because I don't know what he going to do, but he got to stay on Terence Crawford all night for the 3 minutes of them rounds. He cannot let him sit back there and calculate decisions. He cannot sit back there and let him make adjustments. Because if he do, he's going to capitalize on it. Crawford ain't going to just sit right there and let Errol beat his ass. Crawford going to get in there and bang and move out and move. You know? He's going to get in there and bang. You know? Monica say, get that right. Gene, no trilogy needed. Somebody getting knocked the fuck out. Brook was arguably just as drained, if not more drained, after coming back down from 160 fighting Triple G to defend his belt versus Errol a few months later, champ. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Coming down is totally different. Coming down is how you gonna drain yourself coming down, Boston Enthusiast? He fought Triple G at 160. He just came down. And then the last 3 years before he fought Terence Crawford, you know your math, you know the shit. But the last 3 years, he's been fighting at 54. He been fighting at 54. So you know more than Kell Brook manager who said, and you know this because you're out there, I'm not going to sit in there and watch this man kill himself trying to make weight. I mean, he actually trying to kill himself to make 47. And that's what he did. Come on, Boxing League. You come better than that, champ. Will the Bud Die Hard disappear from YouTube like the Canelo Die Hard? Well, he gonna want to ask her. Ask her when she gonna disappear. Bud do not have a glass chin. Stop it. Look. Who said he got a glass chin? Oh, man. Where are the Canelo fans? They have disappeared, man. I'm telling y'all. My man, he done left me. My boy, Jose, man. Jose don't need to speak to me, man. Oh, man. Brooke publicly said after putting on all that muscle for Triple G fight, it killed him getting the weight back off to defend the Errol only. Yeah, I understand that. But it's not as devastating. Really then draining yourself some more, you know, just to make 47. Monica, down. Man, it's going to be a technical fight. Sugar Ray know this. Tarver don't because he like Earl. You can tell the bias. You know, Roy Jones don't like Earl either. I mean, the same one's the only one that got a head on his shoulders, really Andre Ward. Andre Ward always been like that, though, man. You know, sometimes he try to keep his, you know, to keep his bottom line, keep it down, you know, straight down the middle, man. You know, but I'm not saying Terrence Crawford don't got a shot. This boxing, everybody got a shot. I just think my own opinion, Earl Spence is going to be the better fighter that day. Gene might be right. It might be a trilogy. You never know. But we'll know when we hear about that contract. You know, we'll know when we hear about that contract if it's a 2-fight deal, you know what I mean? Or Al made him fight a 3-fight deal. But Earl Spence can get whooped. he ain't God, motherfucker. Letting y'all know that now. He can get whooped. But I just don't think Terrence Crawford the man to do it. He can be whooped, though. You know, everybody got that. I've been wrong plenty of damn times. Monica always remind me that I've been wrong. Look, she always remind me, see? Look, I ain't even say nothing. I knew it was coming. That Thurman chin was soft as hell against Pac-Man. First round, Thurman failed. But but at least he got up. That's the first time he ever been down, Monica. That's the first time he ever been down, though. You know, it is what it is. And look, he fight one of the best ever. The best ever. I knew she was going to get me on that one, boy. I believe Monica has a sharp, long sleeve ready to break out after Spence beat Bud. Look, I'll tell y'all something. Earl Spence beat Bud Crawford. Monica going to come on this motherfucker. She might even beam in. She might even come on live TV. I mean, the live show just to put a dagger in our heart. You know, she going to do what she got to do. See, facts, told you, facts. Yeah, Thurman just tripped. Please spare me, Bobo. Yeah, he just tripped, Monica. Brooke ain't put on no muscle mass to get to 160. I bet he walked around at 185 or so. His trainer wouldn't train him. Yeah, exactly. You know, his trainer didn't train him. So you can't really compare that to even though we want to Mike Tyson said common opponents. Let's break that down. He said, I'm picking Earl Spence I'm picking Terrence Crawford because the way Terrence Crawford beat Sean Porter and the way Earl Spence beat Sean Porter. But if you really think about it, I got to go by with the man words. Sean Porter said, I didn't train. Told Terrence Crawford on his show he didn't train. His mind wasn't into it. You know what I mean? And if you really want to listen to it, before Kenny threw in the towel, his daddy threw in the towel, Sean Porter was winning the fight. You know? So we can't say that about Earl Spence and Sean Porter. I think that fight was even on up to the knockdown. Or maybe Earl was up before the knockdown. I forgot. You know? He literally released a training camp video bulking up to 160. He was a machine. Then had to drop back down to 147 a couple months later. You tripping. I was telling her, man, damn, rebuttal. I ain't gonna mess with Monica, man. Thurman got punched while stumbling over his feet. That's why he got up quickly. Exactly, man. You know, Manny Pacquiao knows damn well he ain't knocked Keith Thurman down. Keith Thurman tripped. He tripped. He tripped. And I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to it. Oh Lord. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Yeah, what you want, Manny? What you want? Rebuttal. Yeah, what's going on, Manny? What's going on? Put some respect on my name. I mean, I'm Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Jamal Wills is still Pac-Man. I hit the man with a straight right while he was going back. You know what I mean? Yeah, he didn't trip over his feet. No, I know that's your guy, but he didn't trip over his feet. I mean, I put these paws on him. And after that first round, I put these paws on him. I'm too quick for him. I'm the best ever. You know what I mean? I'm 8-time world champion. I'm 8-time world champion division. You know what I mean? Can't nobody stop me when I was in my prime and doing them steroids. So yes, I put him on his ass. It wasn't no tripping over no feet or nothing. He just did something stupid. Instead of going to the side, he moved backwards. You don't go backwards with your chin up. Now, back to your show, Rebuttal. Back to your show, champ. Damn, you just came out just like that, huh? Manny Pacquiao gonna be bullshit, man. Manny Pacquiao always coming out fucking my groove up, man. I don't know what's wrong with that dude, man. God damn. I guess he want to prove me wrong. He wanted to prove me wrong, but it is what it is, man. You know, long as Monica don't know. That was his only fight at 160 versus Triple G. He been fighting at 47 and 50 and 54 twice after that. He just beat Khan at 49. Man, before he beat Amir Khan, before he fought Terrence Crawford, go Google it. You know it. He had four straight fights at 54. You know what I mean? And why his trainer leave him? Fuck all that talking you doing. Why did his trainer not train him? What did he say? I got the video. You want me to pull it up? I got the facts. I got the facts. His trainer said he's afraid that he's going to kill himself trying to make weight, drain himself just for a paycheck, and I'm not training him. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said, Boston enthusiast. Sean Porter also said Errol Spence fight was best he ever fought in his life. Porter's dad knew Bud was about to night Porter. Yeah, but he didn't get the chance, so we would never know. Maybe the bell would have saved him. So we can assume now Kenny saved him. Porter said he was ready to retire after the Spence fight. He said his dad pushed him to fight Crawford. I remember the interview, with Kenny Porter a week after Porter lost to Spence. Yeah, but, don't kill Monica hopes. Roy Jones had some sort of problem after winning heavyweight title. Took too much out of him getting the muscle mass off to drop down to 175. Roy Jones should have retired after that fight. He shouldn't have dropped nothing. He should have retired. In a short period of time, Brook trash anyway. A domestic level guy. Next topic, 0-3 against great champs. Brook was the lead in his prime. He only took the Bud fight for a payday, and there wasn't enough time. I seen that damn Angle said. That's right. Exactly. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. The dude was killing himself to make that weight. He only wanted the payday. Man, he looked like Skeletor in that damn video trying to make that weight, man. But, boxers find a way to... Why we can't lose weight like that? Why we can't lose weight like that, man? I mean, we want to lose weight like that. We can't lose weight like that, man. That's crazy, man. But these guys, I'm telling you now, Sugar Ray Leonard and all these guys, they need to stop being biased, man. They need to stop being biased. Because the man don't box like Terrence Crawford. He's a marvel. And now I see what it is. Sugar Ray Leonard talking about Errol Spence remind him of him. Nah, that's bullshit. He remind him of Marvin Hagler. And Sugar Ray don't like Marvin Hagler, even though they made up, before he passed away. Sugar Ray don't like Marvin Hagler, so of course he's going to pitch the boxer, and that's Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, there we go. That's get Sugar Ray out the way right there, man. That really get them out the way. I mean, these dudes, Earl Spence ain't do nothing to these dudes. But you know what? I'm taking the Earl mentality. Bernie Mac will say, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Feed them beans. Like Bernie Mac will say, fuck them all. Shit. That's right, Bernie. Fuck them all. Anybody tripping off that shit they talking about. You know, Earl gonna go in there and do what he got to do, man. He really gonna sit in there and do what he got to do. But you know, we got a fight coming up this week. Tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Let's get some lines. Let me get my book out. I gotta get the book out tomorrow Thursday. Joe Smith, Butterbeef. I call him Butterbeef. Joe Smith and Butterbeef. Oh man, that's gonna be a good one there, man. You know, everybody thinking Butterbeef gonna go in there and knock Joe Smith out early and all that. I'm predicting Joe Smith knock him through the ropes like he did the great, the Philadelphian Bernard Hopkins. I'm taking Joe Smith, man. I'm going for the underdog. I'm going for the upset, baby. Manny Pacquiao just came on, and look who's on here now. They hate Earl because of some bitches. Damn. They some bitches. Fuck them motherfuckers. Samuel Jackson, boy. Exactly, big dog. Fuck them. Hey, look, and the thing about it, people laugh because they know I don't like Errol Spence. I don't like Bud Crawford. So I don't got no horse in this race, so I can just fuck around and choose whoever the fuck I want. But I'm going to take you straight down the middle and just tell you who I think going to win. But Stu, what you say, champ? Butterbeef, as you say, will smash Joe Smith 2 next week. Butterbeef versus Smith going to be a war. That's what I'm saying, Dante. Look, man, let me tell y'all something. Joe Smith is Rocky, the underdog. He's the underdog champ. Y'all man, stop hating on him. He gonna knock that dude through the ropes like he did Bernard Hopkins, man. The same guy that said, I ain't gonna, remember, he said, I'm not gonna lose no white man. I can't use no white man. Man, Joe Smith said, okay, I'll be your Huckleberry. He said, I'll be your Huckleberry. Then he gonna talk about he pushed him. Man, get the fuck out of here. He ain't push you. He knocked your ass through the ropes, man. Man, Bernard Hopkins, he let the black people down. When you say shit like that, you gotta prove a point. You know, you got to prove a point when you do that, man. He let us down. He let us down. He let us down, man. You know, you talk shit, but then you get knocked through the ropes. That's what happens when you talk shit and get knocked through the ropes, man. You know what I mean? Maybe that time he'll keep his mouth closed. But y'all know who else said that shit. They'll never let a white guy beat them. The dude that Tank, he irritating Tank now. Shakur Stevenson. He said the same thing. I will never let a white man beat them. I don't know, man, these dudes, man, they be tripping when they be doing all that crazy talking, man. You know what I mean? They be tripping. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. You just can't say that shit, man, and think you can get away with it. And then when it happened, you like, oh no, he pushed me. He ain't push you. He knocked your ass through the road, champ. He ain't push you. Oh no, I don't know what he's saying. But Shakur said the same thing. Shakur said, I'll never let a white man beat me. You know what I mean? So we're going to see. These dudes talking a lot of shit now lately, boy. But I got something to show y'all. Let's go to the videotape. Let's go to the videotape. Because Bernard Hopkins picked me off talking that Errol Spence fake injury bullshit. Joe Smith, tell them dudes what you about, Joe Smith. Show the man what the white boy can do, Joe Smith. Let's watch it one more time. All right, come on, Bernard, show him. You know, duck and dog. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! talk that shit, see what happened? See, you go through them ropes. You go through them ropes. The ropes can't hold your ass up. Hey, Ma, them ropes can't hold you up, man. King Arthur punished Glass Joe. 8 rounds. Okay. You got 8 rounds? All right. Randall say, the all-time greats going against Errol is making the fight bigger. Yeah, I agree. Come on in, hit the like button, man. We just talking why the greats hating on Errol Spence and talking, when Bernard Hopkins say, I never let a white man beat him. And Joe Smith just knocked his ass through the ropes. Said, yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry. Shakur Stevenson said the same thing. So maybe his time coming too. Maybe Tank hit him so hard he think Tank whacked. Oh, man. Joe Smith ain't lasting more than 6 rounds. Okay. B-Hop was 49,000 years old at the time. Yeah, he was. He should, hey, sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed. Champ. Porter picking Bud and lost to both and even said Spence was his toughest fight. So how he came up with that, I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying, KJ. These dudes be saying some crazy shit, don't they? They be saying some crazy ass shit, man. Bobo, we all got a chuckle out of that KO. But Hopkins was 51 and he had already lost to Kazaki and Kovalov before. Yeah, I laughed like a motherfucker. You said you ain't never let a white man beat him. Hey, knock your ass out the ring, champ. B-Hop actually said that white boy shit against Joe Kazaki quite a few years previous to the Smith. I ain't hear him say that. Why they tripping? They did it in the past. I don't know, Monica. I don't know why they tripping, man. I couldn't tell you, man. B.I. was just talking that jailhouse talk. That's all. Yeah. And you see what happened? The jailhouse shit can get your ass whooped. He ain't in jail. He haven't seen Square Circle, baby. B-Hop lost his black card and had to link up with fishnets and golden boy, golden girls. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, when you say shit like that, you got to back it up. Man, they laughed that dude out, man. I laughed like a motherfucker. And what pissed me off, though, I never was a Bernard Hopkins fan. I always was a Roy Jones Jr. fan. Roy Jones, like one of my top 5 favorite fighters ever. I love Roy Jones. To me, he was better than Mayweather. He was better than all of them guys. He just kept boxing. After he fought heavyweight, when he fought Ruiz, he should have stopped. But nobody better than Roy Jones Jr., man. I'm telling you. Roy Jones is a bad motherfucker. And y'all, I'm going to let y'all decide. We're going to do the old school, new school again. And y'all let me know when y'all want to do it. Because I'm going in, baby. That was a funny knock. Hey, Ma, he knocked the nigga through the ropes on the table. No, look, then he whispered in the one of the judge's ear. He pushed me. He pushed me, but the fight was over by then. He knocked your ass out at Lorenzo Jackson. Yeah, I believe that's why they are picking against Spence. You think they're trying to just build the fight up? Well, not Tarver, because I really do Tarver think Crawford fight like him. Haney said it too, and WBC made him apologize. Haney said it too. You know what I mean? You got these dudes saying that shit like it ain't nothing. Like these, man, boy, when they start eating that word, why am I having to just shut the fuck up and fight? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let a white guy beat me. Okay, when he beat you, the headlines on the Bud Entertainment, Devin Haney let a white man beat him. See, I could do this crazy shit, but I just don't do like these dudes do. Boston Thules, yeah, that's exactly when it was. I remember the promotional vividly. Oh, man. Porter Punch Drunk, he don't know what he's talking about anymore. Yeah, Sean Porter crazy, man. I didn't like B-Hop until he got 40. I like seeing the old man beat younger. Yeah, but let me tell you, I hate Phyllis Trinidad. When they gave him that Occidental, Jamal to tell you, when they gave him that Occidental Harley fight, I'll put all them niggas on I wouldn't got the guns, the dogs. Get the fuck out of my basement. Man, I was so mad De La Hoya let Trinidad beat him. He ran the last 3 fucking rounds, man. I couldn't believe this shit. You know what I mean? That day, I was glad Bernard Hopkins bodied Trinidad, bodied his ass. B-Hop fights was boring as shit like Haney fight. Yeah, he hits and holds. He do Klitschko. He hits you and hold. And that's what Devin do now. Because I watched the fight yesterday, and somebody had whispered it, sent me an email. They were like, Lou, look at this shit. And what do it remind you of? So I looked at it, right? I said, Devin last 2 fights, he hit you, pop up, and then run and hold you. The fuck he get that technique from? That's a different technique boxers use? I don't know. Maybe that's a different technique boxers use. I don't know. Mid-90s to early 2000s, Prime Roy Jones was the greatest fighter that ever lived. I gotta add some words to that. Exactly. What nobody beating Roy Jones Jr. Nobody. Roy Jones just too good. He was just too good, man. He was just too fucking good for his own good, man. You know what I mean? That was my man there, boy. I just remember Oscar saying he hit me in the liver. Yeah, dropped him with a body shot. Dropped him there with a body shot. I think it was the 10th round. Remember when B-Hop beat Peflin had a look in his face like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, man. Mike Tyson do realize Spence fought Porter fight to prove he can beat Porter at his own game. No, Mike don't do that. Mike just smoking a lot of weed, man. Floyd did that, rebuttal. Yeah, I'll tell you, he did do that, man. But I'm telling y'all now, man, put some money on Joe Smith for the upset. Put $50 on the upset, man. Put $50 on Joe Smith for the upset. That ain't gonna hurt. He win, he lose. Just put some money on Joe Smith. We're gonna break it down tomorrow, though. We're gonna break it down a little bit tomorrow. Dante Hall facts. That De La Hoya KO was too funny. B-Hop describing it was class. What did he say? I ain't hear him describe it, though. But I watched the whole fight, though. I mean, he hit that nigga with a left body shot. Oscar fell like a motherfucker. I laughed like shit. What did he say? I ain't even hear it, man. I mean, because some of these dudes, man, it's just crazy. They do a lot of talking. Bernard was piping them, though. He was putting them down. He was putting them down like I don't know what, man. He wasn't playing with them. Bernard wasn't playing with him, though. I give him his kudos on that, man. I give him his kudos on that. He wasn't playing with none of them. Bernard, like, yeah, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it at all, man. You know, but, you know, he did that. Bernard was one of the only fighters that go in there, and his style was so fucked up. Ain't nobody like it. Ain't nobody like his style. You know what I mean? Unless he was fighting one of the little smaller guys. That's when he you know, did the what's called, man. But after that, shit. I got y'all, though. I got y'all. Hey, big dog, I got you. I got you, big dog. Yeah, I got you. You know, Oscar was trying his best, though, but Bernard hit that left hook to the liver, baby. That left hook to the liver just took him out. You know, Oscar tried his best, though. I don't know why he did that. He tried his best. Oh, man. He tried his best. And you know, Floyd Mayweather Sr. was his trainer back then. Yeah, Mayweather Sr. was his trainer back then. That was funny. He's like, yeah, it's time to go, baby. It's time to go. Yeah. I got you. Floyd Mayweather Sr. had them little plaques in his hair and every damn thing, man. Here you go. I got y'all, man. Here you go right here before we get up out of here, man. You know, he laid them down, man. This video is for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. Don't copyright me and none of that shit. I just want to show my folks the facts, man. I want to show my folks the facts. You know what I mean? Well, HBO can't do nothing. They ain't got nothing no more. So let's show them the facts, man. Hey, here we go right here, man. Oh, man. Boop. There you go. That was quick. He hit him with the body shot. It's over. It's over. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Look at Oscar. I can't breathe. I was mad, though, because I like Oscar De La Hoya, man. He hit him with that body shot, man. That's fucked up. He was like, I can't breathe. Classic. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Prime Roy Jones was like a cheat code in a video game. Unbeatable. Yeah, so Terrence Crawford said the Tower Inferno is a cheat code. Tarver beat the shit out of Roy Jones. Man, Roy Jones should have been retired before he even fought Tarver, Jamal. Hell no. Glass Joe has no chance. Remember the guy shouting before the KO? Body shot. Yeah, body blow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Joe Smith ain't the guy, Chan. I know, man. I'm just saying, man. You never know. We can wish upon the star. About to be like 90,000 years old. A young, hungry, hard-working construction man, Joe Smith, is a possibility. I mean, it's boxing, man. It's boxing, right? They say, Oscar almost doo-doo. He almost doo-doo, man. I mean, it's boxing, though, champ. Come on. You know, boxing is boxing. Jamal Hill, that was after Jones went up to heavyweight. Tarver gets full credit, but Roy Jones clearly slowed down after going to that. Yeah, what I just say, Bobo. After that fight, Roy Jones should have retired. If he'd have retired and stopped, but he kept itching and fighting, he would have been the greatest. He was in the top 5 of the greatest ever. Top 5 of the greatest ever with Muhammad Ali. If he'd have just retired. But nah, he wanted to go down and fight them young niggas coming up. Them young boys wasn't playing. Hey, those young boys wasn't playing back then, man. B-Hop lost his pro debut. He actually became a superior boxer as he got into his late 30s using his less energy. Hey, that dude's still in good shape, man. Joe Smith, 32, champ. Yeah, Butterbean like 49, 50 years old, man. Come on, man. God damn. You know, and Butterbean got wear and tear on him. Joe Smith ain't got no wear and tear on him. I'm pulling for the underdog. I'm white power. White power. I'm going for Joe Smith, man. Fuck Butterbean. I like the construction worker, the shit like that, you know, the rigger, man. After he finished boxing, he go back to work and shit like that. I'm going for Joe Smith, man. If he lose, he lose. I know how old he is. He's 36,000 years old, man. Roy said he wanted Mike back then. Oh, they was negotiating. Y'all don't know this. Let me tell you the story. Roy and Mike Tyson was negotiating to fight. It was about the biggest fight in history. The biggest fight in history. But somebody peeped in Roy and said, Roy, do not do it. And I forgot what circumstances that Roy said, nah, that's okay. Him and Mike Tyson was going to be the biggest fight in boxing history. Y'all didn't even know that, did y'all? Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. You know, but Roy ain't really want them problems. You know what I mean? And that was a prime Mike Tyson, too. A prime Mike Tyson. That would have been the biggest fucking fight in history. Roy like, oh, somebody whispered in there, don't do it, champ. Do not do it. Look at this motherfucker. He say he eat children. This motherfucker eat children, champ. Don't do it. Oh man, he's like, that motherfucker eat children. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that kind of man, champ. You don't want that kind of man. Oh man, they both white. I know. Hey, Batu, if you get a chance, go watch the video I did yesterday. Let me know what you think, man. Hit me up like you always do, man. Hey, Monica, man, they told Roy Jones, don't do it, champ. He not good for you. Live to fight another day. He eats people's children. Did you hear what he fucking said? He eats people's children. Don't do it. Boy thought otherwise because that shit was almost a done deal. He was going to fight Mike Tyson, man. I'm telling y'all, that shit would have been good, man. What I do say, imagine standing in the opposite corner of the ring to Mike Tyson back then. Look, and Mike Tyson, when he stare at you, this Mike Tyson, wherever you walk, he be like this. That nigga stayed out of. Hey, look, I wasn't even fighting and I was scared. That nigga might have jumped through the motherfucking TV. Man, Mike Tyson scared shit out of them niggas. That's how they all lost. That wasn't prime Mike Tyson. That was Tyson a few years before he fought Lewis. Hey, can't nobody beat Lennox Lewis. That's my favorite fighter. One of my favorite fighters, the best heavyweight in the world. But it was a prime Mike Tyson. Come on, man. It was a prime Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson that fought Buster Douglas wasn't prime. Back then, it was a prime Mike Tyson. In 1997, Roy Jones called out Randy Holyfield. Yeah, Roy Jones he's gonna try to fight them all, but logic eventually prevailed, Bobo. Logic prevailed. Logic prevailed, and he said, nah, champ, I don't need that smoke. I don't need that smoke, man. But yeah, man, we're going to tell these old guys, man, we need to go on IG and Twitter, tell these old guys, stop hating on the man, Errol Spence. I mean, he's just trying to make a living, man. We know y'all like the box of punches and turns, coughing and stuff like that, but come on, man, y'all got to play fair. Now, Errol, knock that nigga until tomorrow. Don't be hating. We don't want y'all switching. Don't switch. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all better keep the same energy, man. Them old school dudes, man, they just a bunch of jealous haters, man. They just a bunch of jealous motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because Errol Spence don't talk too much, you know what I mean? Go in there and do what he got. But then again, Terrence Crawford don't talk too much either, man. So, you know, it is what it is. According to Roy, Holyfield and Tyson turned them down. Nah, Mike Tyson didn't turn them down. Roy turned that Mike Tyson fight down. I know that for a fact. Roy ain't want that trouble. So they talked about this shit. It was something that happened. Some circumstance. I forgot what it was. But I remember that dearly. Roy ain't want that trouble, Bobo. He ain't want, man, you see, Mike Tyson, Roy, man, that shit wouldn't went one, maybe 2 rounds. Roy been running like a motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, thank everybody for coming in, man. I appreciate it, man. Another good show, man. You know what I mean? Tune in tomorrow, the same time, the same station, man. You know, we're gonna rebuttal entertainment. We rebuttal people bullshit. You know what I mean? We the people for the people. You know what I mean? We the people that we're gonna tell the truth about every single thing up in here. Holyfield, one of the greatest fighters of all time, underrated, only. Yep, that's my guy. 5-time world champ. Was painful to see him fighting on the too long of the payday. That last fight last year was, I was so mad, man. He did that shit, Boss Knee, man. But you know, they did right. They pulled his ass off. That was it, man. But thanks everybody for coming in, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Put them bombs up in the motherfucking comment section, because y'all know what time it is. It's time to go, baby. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything.